Hi Scorpio, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another you versus them. Scorpio, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Scorpio, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back, all my subscribers, and welcome in newcomers. Scorpio spirit. Alright, Scorpio newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center, I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Scorpio, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A here. This is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So somebody does want to return back because they love their person. I do, from the first look at the card, Scorpio, I do feel when somebody here is very frustrated, maybe you guys had an argument or a fight or something, they do want to bring back peace and peace into this connection again. They want to put in the work, they want to make this happen, but they are scared. They are scared. Maybe this person was in their low vibration. Maybe they behaved like a player or something in the past, but they do want to talk now. They do want to talk. The other person says, well, I did love them. I gave them a lot of my love, but they abandoned me. They left me out in the cold. They made me feel I was not good enough. This person was very egoistic, prideful, and they never offered me anything stable. Yes, I'm angry with them. I'm angry with them. They treated me like as if I was an option in their life. That's my first thought, of course, Scorpio. I could be wrong. I'm going to clarify these cards. But before that, let's ask the universe. Spirit, tell me what's going on with Scorpio and their person. Why they're both feeling this way currently. Scorpio and their person. All right, Scorpio, the first card here says focused. Someone is determined to keep this connection going. I think that's person A, who's determined to get person B back. Deception. Something isn't what it seems to be. Maybe there was a level of deception in this connection. Creativity. This connection inspires creative action. I think that's what somebody is now thinking. How do I work on this? How do I, communicate with them? How do I talk to them now? So they're thinking of a creative way to maybe return or have that conversation. So let's also do your dialogue message card, Scorpio. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then we'll clarify the rest. Scorpio and their person spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Scorpio and their person. Let's take a few more from another deck. Scorpio and their person spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? And we'll take a few more from this deck and then start. Scorpio and their person spirit. Last one, here it is. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Scorpio, if you're looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here says, I was a master of hiding how I felt about you. I can't imagine being with anyone else but you. I wanted you, but I couldn't express all my feelings for you. I was only seeking others in order to help me get over you. Walking away from you was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life and my biggest regret. Not talking to you absolutely breaks my heart and soul into a billion shattered pieces. I want to reach out to you, but I can't find the right words as I'm feeling so fragile right now. Loving you is the most natural yet scary thing I've ever done. This lifetime didn't work out. Hopefully, we can do better next lifetime. The way we are so in sync, it scares the hell out of me. I'm terrified. I feel so alone. Why did you abandon me? My answer will be I do. They're hoping that the other person will agree and maybe they'll come and, say, okay, let's get back together. They're saying, yeah, I'll immediately say yes. Okay, so let's start the reading and dig a little deeper here, Scorpio. Let's start with person A. And newcomers, please remember these are not gender based. I'm not guessing which side Scorpio's on because I could be dealing with two Scorpios. So this is person A for me, this is person B, and right now my focus is only on you, person A. If this is your reading, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on, viewer. Yes, you could be dealing with a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush, could even be a business partner, relative, best friend maybe. So please use your own intuition here, okay? So, person A, let's start with you. Uh, Knight of Swords in reverse. They're very frustrated. They're trying to find a way that they don't want this connection to end. They want to come back and offer something. Yeah, this person definitely wants to heal the fight or argument or whatever you guys had, and they want to bring back the peace. This person is wanting to restore balance and peace. They want to put the other person in their boat and sail off towards a calmer future. They want to reconcile. They want the past baggage to be dropped. So why? Why do you feel this way? What happened? Eight of Pentacles. I think they do want to put in the work now. What's the Eight of Pentacles? They're a little scared because they feel if I don't stand up and fight for my person, they're going to move on and they're going to give their heart to somebody else. Yeah, this person is scared. Yeah, look at this. Devil, clarified by the devil. In the past, I think this person was a bit selfish. They were maybe chasing their own passions or something. But right now, their biggest fear is if I don't come back and find a way to talk to person B and, get them back, I'm going to lose them now. They're going to go off and have a passionate brand new beginning elsewhere. I mean, look at them. They don't need me. They can manifest whoever they want. And I lose out on this perfect partnership then. I lose out on my soulmate. So they're very worried that the other person is now single and beautiful and abundant and, open. And that's kind of destroying person A right now. So tell me then, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person B? How do you feel about the connection right now as I'm doing the reading, person A? Knight of Wands. What's the Knight of Wands? Oh, they want to go and tell their person that, okay, I was what I was. I was immature. I behaved like a player. But look at me now. Look at me, I've changed so much and I've grown up and I'm ready to take responsibility. I'm ready to do right by you. I want to do everything to make you happy. Now, I still find you very attractive. Can you please forget about everything that happened in the past? Let's reconcile. They want to have this communication. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, yeah, they want to tell that person, I was foolish. You are my soulmate. I made some very foolish and unwise decisions, but now I recognize that you're my soulmate and I want to have a happily ever after with you. So this person is planning a creative way, I think, to, come back into person B's life and explain maybe their past toxic behavior, which I think was the reason why this connection blew up in the first place. This person is absolutely ready to take a risk, take a leap of faith, move towards the other person, providing the other person is willing to hear them out. If they feel that the other person is receptive, I think that they are ready for a long-term commitment. They do have love in their heart, I think, which they've been hiding. They feel both of you are a perfect match, King of Cups to the Queen of Cups, right? So, except that right now there could be silence between the two of you. So, what action they will take is here, which I'll open later, Scorpio. Right now I'm going to go to the other side, see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So person B, how are you feeling about this now? What's the Queen of Cups for you? Queen of Cups. Yeah, person B says, no, they only want passion. They only want passion and nothing else. They never had anything to offer me. I loved them, but they breadcrumbed me. They were giving to more than one. They were following their passions. They made me feel as if I was not good enough for them. I always felt lack with them. They left me out in the cold. And you know what? I don't want to deal with a trickster. This person was giving me illusions all this while. I have successfully kind of got back my confidence. I am now more confident than ever before. I know my worth. I know my value. I'm moving towards my own successes now. Tell me, why do you feel this way, person B? Six of Wands. What's the Six of Wands? Person B says, well, I really did want something long-term with them at one point. But I had to block this connection out, Omkaratarot. I blocked them out because what's the point of me loving them when they're not going to love me back? So I put a lid on that cup. when I realized that this person was a player. They were just keeping me waiting while they were keeping their options open. They finally never offered me anything stable. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So person B says, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I waited long enough. Now, yes, they want me to forget about the past. I am. I'm going to just drop the entire burden and I'm going to move towards my own happiness now. I'm going to move towards my success, my happiness. I'm not waiting for an offer. I'm making new friends. I'm going out. I'm going to, do fun, good things for myself instead of waiting for a person who treated me like an option, like a third party, selfish, self-centered behavior. No, I'm holding back. I'm not going to let anyone make me feel I was not good enough. So tell me then, person B, how do you feel about this connection currently? How do you see person A? How do you feel about this connection right now as I'm doing the reading? Queen of Wands in reverse. So person B says, yes, I am angry with them. Oh my God, how many times will this card come out? It's already come out 4 times. I put it back and it jumps back out. So person B says, yeah, they were immature. Look at me. I'm Queen of Wands. They were a Knight of Wands. Player energy, treating me like a third party, like I was not important to them. And here I was, thinking this is my soulmate. Thinking, I want to have a happily ever after with them. But they were just playing mind games. They were playing mind games. It was always their way or the highway. They made me feel as if I was not good enough. So you know what? Please tell them I'm not an option in their life. I'm going to choose myself. I'm going to go towards the person who does step up and does take responsibility and is, going to offer me a 10 of Pentacles. Why am I keeping myself stuck and chained and bound to a person who's never going to be that? So it's time for me to do right for myself. And the way I can do that is I can move on. So let's see then what actions you guys will take. I'm going to take another deck for this one, Scorpio. And while I shuffle this deck now, may I also remind you if the storyline has resonated to please let me know. You can do that by tapping on the thumbs up button or leaving me a comment. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. So person A, I'm back with you now. What's your action going to be towards person B in the next 7 days or in your own life? What do you intend to do? Page of Swords in reverse. They're spying. They're spying. They are trying to gather as much information. Why are you doing that? Why are you still keeping a watch on person B? Tell me. Page of Swords in reverse. 7 of Wands. They feel person B is very attractive. I'm sure they have other people who are approaching them. Or also they are trying to find out or gather up their courage to see when person B's defenses are a bit lower so that they can then reach out and have that conversation. Okay. Yeah, they actually want to come and offer something very stable. They feel I'm just waiting for the right moment where their guard is not up. I'm trying to gather up my courage to go towards them. I'll offer them everything this time. I'll offer them, commitment. I'll offer them my whole heart. I'll do everything possible because they want to come rushing back. Yeah, person A says, I want to come rushing back. I'm just waiting for the right time and then I'm going to make everything all right. I want to make everything all right with my person. So they are strategizing, they are planning because they know they have one shot in which they want to have victory and success with the other person. Yes, they want to come back and prove to their person that I'm not the same person I was. See how I've grown up. I'm ready to take responsibility. I'm ready to, be that person in your life who will be your perfect partner. They're just hoping that the other person listens to them. That's their only fear, I think. So they're waiting for the right time. Okay, so tell me, person B, what about you? What's your action going to be towards person A or otherwise in your own life now in the next 7 days? Person B's action. 7 of Swords. Really, they want to come back to lie to me, cheat on me again and ghost me again? Okay, tell me, 7 of Swords. What's the 7 of Swords for you? Somewhere person B has a very bad, thing about person A, the reputation. Yeah, person B is saying, I'm not going to be the one to talk. I've gone silent because I found out something about them, Omkara Tarot. Here I was expecting commitment, and all they gave me was a lot of burden. But I know my worth, I know my value, and I'm going to call in a brand new soulmate. But for now, I'm focusing on my work. I'm focusing on my work, and yes, I'm manifesting somebody new in my life who will come and prove to me that they are the right partner for me, because I was very discontent in this connection. And I told you, 4 times the Knight of Wands came out, and it's here again from the other deck. It's like person B says, I've been through a tower realizing that this person was just a player. So tell me about the Eight of Cups in reverse. What's the Eight of Cups in reverse as the overall energy for Scorpio's reading, Spirit? Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is person A. They're hoping that the past can totally be forgotten. Let's just forget about, put a death to the old, and let's start a brand new chapter. They are wanting to come and talk. This person feels that the other person is their perfect match, who's helped them also to grow up and become wiser now. Yes, they do love person B. If that's what person B you want to know, they do love you, and they do want to bring back the happy times. They do want to reunite, and they do want to fight for you. This person wants to return, and I think they will be taking action very soon. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Till next time then, love and light. Take care. Namaste.